Our next call is from Southbury, Connecticut. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm listening this morning, and I think Miss Sarah doesn't have all her facts. I am a Hillary supporter, and I made up my mind to vote for McCain much before Sarah Palin hit the scene. But now I'm delighted that she hit the scene, and I think Sarah needs to go and get her facts. Thank you.
I'm not sure who
I think she meant
Sarah is.
I think
she means me.
Yep.
But I'm sorry. Good luck to you. Hillary Clinton doesn't agree that you should be voting for John McCain, so I'm not quite sure where that comes from. But there has been an 11-point swing from toward Obama amongst Hillary supporters since before the DNC till after the RNC, per Rasmussen. So,
well, apropos of that little clip from Saturday Night Live, it is interesting, isn't it, that Hillary Clinton has been so quiet since Sarah Palin was named. I'm sure that Obama would like nothing better than for her to step up and say, no, all ye women out there, you should be supporting Barack Obama. Don't let your heads be turned, and she hasn't done it.
I don't think that's the case at all. Both the Obama campaign and the Hillary Clinton say that she has been taking his lead on this.
If you were in the room in Harlem, New York, when Bill Clinton and Barack Obama had lunch this past week, what do you think the conversation focused on?
Oh, my guess is it was probably pretty, a lot of dancing around, but how to unify the Democratic Party behind Obama. I mean, Bill Clinton, above everything else right now, no matter what bitterness or what personal disappointment he may have faced in Hillary's defeat, is a leader of the Democratic Party, and I think that they are united in wanting to see a Democratic ticket succeed.
Let me ask you one, and this is purely hypothetical, but if Barack Obama were to lose this election, do you think that part of it, or a large part, would be attributed to his selection of Joe Biden as compared to Hillary Clinton?
I like Joe Biden, but I think that I'll agree with Mona that had he chosen Hillary Clinton, Sarah Palin, the chances of her having been chosen by John McCain would have decreased dramatically. And I think that the sort of surge that you're seeing now on the part of the campaign probably wouldn't have happened. I can't think of anybody else who would have caused such a thing. So,
your partisanship aside, just looking at it in terms of sheer political strategy.
She brings out the partisan in me.
But when if you look back at this race, if Senator Obama does not win, what would you attribute it to?
I think that it will be that people got the message that he is a really dinosaur liberal of the kind that this country has rejected time and time again.
And if conversely John McCain
substantively,
loses,
there's no difference between him and Dukakis and Mondale and John Kerry and so on, all of whom lost. Sorry?
And if John McCain loses, what would you attribute that to?
A very bad year for Republicans, an unpopular sitting president who's been there for 8 years, high gas prices, an economy that's not in recession but not as strong as it could be.
New York City is next. Good morning with Mona Charen and Jane Hamsher. Good morning, caller.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. I just wanted to appeal to the women. I saw Obama. I liked Hillary and everything, but she lost to Obama. I believe that Hillary and Obama issues were very close to one another. But Sarah Palin, for the women to actually say, I'm going to vote for her because John McCain wanted her. He's only using her. She's loving the limelight out there that the people, that so many women are for her now. But are they really listening to the issues? I mean, her with Charles Gibson and her sitting there, everything was like a script, that, okay, say this, your answer should be like this, your answer should be like this. And her as a woman, if women would really look, her experience is very low. I mean, she says she sees Russia outside her door. I would hate to think that she would be, I mean, it's almost like people are voting against Obama and, Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah's not running.
Thanks for the point. Mona Charen? Well, let me
I'm
ask
not sure what her point was.
One point about the interview from Charlie Gibson. Did you both watch the interviews? Fair, unfair?
Look, nobody asked Obama questions about, whether he had met foreign leaders and, attempted that sort of gotcha journalism that Charlie Gibson did with her.
But could you make the argument that for Senator Obama it was an evolving process? For Sarah Palin,
Yes.
It's a 2-month campaign.
Yeah, there's no question that that was part of it. I mean, there has been, but even during that whole evolving process with Obama, there's been very little attention to some aspects of his history and some aspects of his lack of preparation. It's just been taken as a given that he's the one, he's the anointed, and there hasn't been the kind of tough questioning, because the press has been very pro-Obama, about what he really knows.
That's crazy. Obama has had his life and his policy and his knowledge of world affairs put under a microscope and dissected. Just because Sarah Palin got one question, in Charlie Gibson's interview that people thought was unfair. I mean, Obama's had years of this now.
Our last call is from Puna, Hawaii. Go ahead, please.
Aloha to you, C-SPAN.
Good morning. Early for you. I always love these early morning. What time is it in Hawaii?
Oh, it's 6 hours earlier than there. And it's been quite a pleasure over the last 16 months, actually. If I had to use my red lipstick, I'd give it to Brian Lamb for just a wonderful C-SPAN program and the in-depth coverage and just the freedom of information on all types of studies, complex and whatnot. But basically, I wanted to withhold my call, but we cannot forget the devastation on the southern Texan coast and Louisiana, and just the privilege of having you two go at it. And the men would just love to call it a cat fight, like The View, but it's the privilege of just the U.S. Constitution and the freedom to speak and to defend that speech. One thing I wanted to say about John McCain, he is fourth-generation military family. I mean, we can go back to the witch hunts of Salem. Some families still carry that kind of grudge. As far as Mr. McCain, his mother just, for his Declaration acceptance speech, he's a mommy's boy, and that's a fact. And Ms. Palin, we will see her being vetted. She's brand new, and it's exciting, and it's a definite change, whether you're ethnic, for ethnicity, for gender, or for, it's just going to be an exciting race, and we just have to pull it together. The one thing it'll come down to who is the one will uphold the better branding and using the media to that level. But God bless America. Aloha.
Thank you for the call.
Aloha.
Final question. As you look at these polling numbers, what worries you the most?
What worries me the most? I think that independents, particularly independent women, have been going towards John McCain. Even as Hillary Clinton supporters have been going towards Obama, there has been a move. And I think that that's something that the Obama campaign has to address. At the same time, we were talking about Florida earlier, and there's been a 2-point shift towards Obama in Florida. So that may be competitive in a way that people thought that it wasn't right now. So if there's good news on the horizon, I think that that's it.
What worries me? I'm not worried. I'm feeling pretty confident that this election will be won by John McCain. And I think that's good for the country.
Bona Charen, Jane Hamsher, please come back again. We'll have more time next time.